all men dating women need to see this. I don't care if you're old and you've already been through it. I don't care if you're young and you haven't experienced this. If you're a man dating a woman, you need to know this. So, in emotional interaction and companionship, a man is like the penis that goes in and gives seeds, or an aspect of himself, and the woman is like the vagina as she receives, transmutes, and gives back what's given to her in a different form. So, the way a man treats his woman will be absorbed into that woman, transformed inside of her, and given back to the man with aspects of herself attached to it. And this could be personality traits, or these aspects could be like trauma and insecurities attached to it, their own insecurities and traumas that they already have attached to it, giving it back to you, or the trauma that is produced from the way the man's treating her. So as a man playing the leadership role, it's important to be cautious of and aware of what you plant into your woman. So your words, your emotions, your ideas, your fears, behavioral habits, insecurities, negative aspects of yourself, everything that you give off should be acknowledged and taken seriously. You need to know what you're putting into your woman. You have to be self-aware and see wow, I was kind of rude to her. Yeah, no wonder she's being rude back. She used to be this nice girl before and you started being rude to her. She's just bouncing the energy off. You know what I mean? She's just giving you back what you gave her in a different form, But yeah, so as a man playing a leadership role, it's important to be aware of what you're giving off, and how you're affecting your women. So now, with knowing this, there's no reason to be surprised by how your woman is reacting to the way you treat her. There's no reason to be surprised, because if you're playing a leadership role, then you have to fucking not lead with bullshit. Does that make sense? Okay. But another thing to be aware of is a lot of women are already damaged by men that they came in contact with before you, So they're very likely to pass on that trauma from those past men onto you, And, of course, life trauma, but, life trauma and trauma from other men and family, that is behaviors that have been planted inside of them. It's very likely that they'll give that off to you. So this is just another aspect of the dynamic that needs to be pointed out, But, so as the man playing the leadership role, you should do your best to help her heal herself in the ways that she sees fit, as well as not planting your own seeds of negativity inside of her, And of course, this isn't easy, but, once you're aware of this dynamic, it's it's possible, But, yeah, so now, this concept of planting a seed in a woman and her giving it back to you in a different form also works the same for positive seeds that you plant into your woman. Good behavioral habits, self-expression, emotional freedom, confidence, etc. So if you want your woman to be these things or give these things to you, you have to give it first, If you're a man playing a leadership role in a relationship, then that's what you have to do, you know what I mean? If not, then this video isn't for you. But, a lot of men want to play that leadership role in their relationship with their women, and they need to know this. If you're going to be a leader, you have to fucking lead right. You have to know what you're leading as, It's you could say all this shit, but if your behavior is different, you're leading by example. Does that make sense? So yeah, so you can still plant positive seeds into your woman, good behavior, confidence, self-expression, emotional freedom, And because the kind of relationship you guys have is based on how you treat each other. And as a man, if you aren't emotionally mature and experienced enough to be aware of what seeds you're planting in your woman, then you're not fit to play the leadership role as a man in a relationship with a woman. And that's not to be discouraging. It's just the truth of what I've learned, if you don't know what you're producing, you're not fit. You're not ready. I don't care if you're 45, you're still a boy. You're still a little boy. I don't care if you're 60 and you're not emotionally aware enough to see what you're doing and what you're producing for your family and for your woman, then in that aspect, you're still a boy. And that's just the truth. So, to sum it up, just wear a social condom when talking to your lady so she doesn't give you babies of negativity that can grow and fuck your life up. AKA, just be aware of how you're influencing your woman and protect both of you by stopping the seeds of negativity from being planted inside of her. Alright? So, I hope this shit helped. Don't ever forget this shit and watch it again if you need a refresh. And also, send this video to everyone that needs to see it. I don't care if it's a fucking male, female, what. Everyone that needs to see this, send it. Because it's so necessary. We need men to be self-aware so they can guide women properly. I'm just talking about the ones in that position. The men in the position of guiding women need to be able to do that right. You know? So, yes, you need any fucking, any men you know that need guidance or need to learn how to treat their lady, or just anyone who would find this useful, just send it to them, you know? But, until next time, peace.